Welcome back to week 3. It's Thursday. So last week, which should have been week 3, I took off. I got another nursery bug. Ended up with hand, foot and mouth disease. Absolutely horrific. Brief overview of it. 2 days of like soaring temperatures and usual like flu-like symptoms, and then temperature went away, and then blisters on my hands and feet started, and they've only just stopped. And yesterday, I've only just started feeling myself. So this week's a bit of a straightforward week. So I made the call yesterday just to return to running. So I did a double run day. I did 4k with Bryn at lunch, and then 6k or so with Molly in the evening. And I've been dreading getting back, to be honest with you, because I've got a horrible 10 by 400 session at 3k pace. So I'm going to have a few drinks and some pizza later. So I thought, don't want to be doing the session today. So I'm just going to do a one easy to start off, and then do a few steady Ks as part of the nursery pickup, just to get moving a bit. Beautiful night last night in terms of weather. Lovely sunset, blue skies. It's the same again tonight. Not sure if you can see. It's just lovely to get out. So steady effort for me should be around marathon pace, maybe slightly quicker. I say for me because I can only speak for myself. I know steady's a bit of a loose word. I don't know what everyone else does, but it's just beyond easy. Probably going to do quick now. I'm at 4:30 per k. It should be around 4:50, maybe creeping down to 4:40, depending how much I want to push it. I'm in a bit of a rush though, because I realised the buggy's got a flat tyre just as I was about to leave, so I had to quickly pump that up. So just thought, stretch your legs a bit, get a bit of a wiggle on, and see how we're feeling. Loads of advice out there about how to judge easy pace, steady pace. Conversational pace is something that's used all the time for easy pace. I think the best way I heard steady described is you can talk, but you just need to stop and breathe a bit as you're talking. And if you're gasping and struggling to do a 3 to 4 word answer, you're probably going too fast. So when I watch this back, I'll see what I'm like. Importantly for me though, just try not to get too obsessed about it. Just go in. Obviously, keep the easy stuff easy, or very easy at times, and then just work hard and try and find the right rhythm and tempo, but don't worry if you don't. So there we go, on to the 4th k, buggy pickup all done, time to collect the goods. Happy Friday, it's about 12 o'clock, just finishing work, and I'm just about to go pick up Ariane from nursery. So I'm just going to do 2 3k really, just to pick her up and just get moving a bit. And the plan is to do a Zwift race, my first Zwift race, on at like 1:15. So that's going to be a Cat D race. I don't know what category I am. I think you've just got to, speaking to someone who knows about Zwift, they said just jump into a category race where you think you are approximately, and then it will soon tell you. Right, Bryn? I think he's going for a run. And it will soon tell you where you're at. So I didn't really have a clue about what's per kilo and all that business, so I'm just going to have a go. So it's a Ride Scotland one. I'll give it a go. I'll let you know how I get on. So I had a bit of lunch. So I had porridge in the morning, which is the absolute staple now. I've had my hydration tablet, a bit more water, and I've just had a bagel with some like red pepper hummus on it. some spinach with some beans on top with cheese and salt and pepper and stuff like that. That is quickly becoming the staple. I try and mix it up. I've tried to mix lunch up too much now, but I just need to go back to what I enjoy doing and what's quick and nutritious, and that gives me, I feel like it gives me everything I need. So that's that. With regards to the warm-up for the actual Zwift race, so I'm planning on doing a little 2 to 3K, as I said, to pick up where I am when, have a bit of stretching and shake the legs off a little bit, a bit of dynamic warm-up, and then when I come back, I'm going to try and put her down about 12:30, or maybe sooner, as soon as I get back, try and put her down for a nap after a bottle, and I'm going to take the babe monitor, and I'm just going to do a bit of a spin on Zwift before the call for the race starts. Hoping that's enough. Don't really know what warming up on the bike looks like. I've asked a few questions to people I know, so I don't know what's best to do, but I think that can't go wrong with that. It's better than jumping straight in anyway. So the reason I'm doing Zwift today, like a good session on Zwift, is because I've just been too cautious about jumping in and doing anything difficult on there, and I've been obviously prioritising the running, but I'm finding it difficult to do both with maintaining the family life and things like that, which I'm massive on. So I'm just gonna try and chuck a good Zwift effort in once a week. No doubt it's gonna help with strength and conditioning and things like that, and a bit of cross training. And then yesterday I felt a little bit tight on the side of the quads. Did a bit of a steady / tempo effort. So I just got in the ice bin, or the ice chamber, the wheelie bin full of water in the garden, and just after that it felt great. So for that reason, I don't want to do a running session today, the 10x400, because I don't want to push my luck too much with returning to running. So what I'm going to do is spread the load a bit, do the Zwift race today, work a different muscles from a different sort of perspective, from a cycling perspective. I don't really know how best to explain that, but it's not the same muscles as running and the stabilisation and all that. And then tomorrow, park run, do a good effort around park run, steady effort, and then the 10x400 on Sunday, acknowledging I'm going to miss a slightly longer run on the Sunday. I'm happy with how I've balanced everything this week, so that is the plan. So glad I put loads of time in the plan, because it's about, it's 3 minutes to 1. Race starts at 13 minutes past, so if I didn't put all that time in to settle her down, give her a bottle, see to her, sort the dogs out, stuff like that, get ready, it just time would have got away and I'd have been late. So anyway, 15 minutes to go. Stage 3, Race Scotland, the Muckle Yin. Don't have a clue what I'm doing. Got all the gear on there. Absolute dipped in glue and rolled through wiggle. And this is my Taconic Quick Step hat I got a couple of years ago because I was buzzing with Mark Cavendish. So I'm going to stick this fan on. She's just settling down now here. Which is ideal. It's taken her about 15 minutes to wind down, so just got a bit of a spin, try and loosen the legs up a bit, and then knuckle down and hold on for dear life for my first Zwift race in the Cap D's. Stay tuned to see how it goes. I'm absolutely blowing. It's so hard. Christ. Trying to stay with the groups when they go. So much climbing. Just trying to keep this above 200. Around 220. Oh, it's tough. Tactical as anything. If you don't know the course, like I don't, you're just guessing. You don't know when to start going for it. That's tough. Good work out there. Last K. I'm chasing this guy. He's 7 seconds ahead. Can I get him? Mr. Veek. I'm pushing it. Come on. Not gonna manage it. He's 5 seconds ahead, 90 metres to go. Oh, 23.7k in the bag. Oh. Happy with that. 14th, I think. Oh, it's tough. Real good workout. Absolutely mega app. Cracking, just brings out that competitive nature in you of trying to constantly stay with a group or catch someone else. It's so tactical. You get the idea just from doing a bit of Zwift now how tactical like racing can be. So it says average 200 watts over the 47 minutes, 2.3 watts per kilo ratio. I think the upper limit for this group was 2, so really happy with that. Clearly has a bit of sandbagging going on in there. I'll have a little cool down spin and then I'll catch you on Sunday. Have a good weekend. It's Tuesday the following week. Park run didn't happen on Saturday, and the 10x400 session didn't happen either, and I'll go into why. So Friday night, out of nowhere, just had loads of trouble like going to the loo, to put it politely, and it's had a real difficult night, like weeing I'm talking about, and then woke up in the morning after hardly sleeping in agony. So I called the out of hours GP, and turns out I had a UTI. God knows how I've got it. So yeah, if you Google it, it's absolutely horrific. None of the like common things on Google, common reasons that I could find was anything that I could relate to. I spoke to the doctor and he just said, look, sometimes it's just completely random. And yeah, I won't go into further detail because it's not very nice. But that means Friday night, Saturday and Sunday and Monday, I was feeling like absolute crap. Like feeling a bit better, then feeling a bit worse, and feeling a bit better, then feeling a bit worse, just waiting for the antibiotics to kick in really. And every tablet of antibiotic I take, I feel like I'm just getting a bit better. And then I have to keep up the paracetamol as well. Try and get away with not taking the paracetamol like every 4 hours, and as soon as I don't take it, temperature starts to go up a little bit, start to get a bit achy, start to feel like crap. So oh, it's a nightmare. Just can't help but feel like I've been so unlucky with like viruses and illnesses and real diseases and like big things. I'm hoping it's got to end soon, you know. I've got to come through the other side and just have some consistency again. So just trying to look at the positives from the running side of things. Obviously like my muscles and ligaments and whatever and all that jazz, that has had plenty of rest. That must be a positive. So when I do get back to running properly, like week on week on week, hoping I'm much more refreshed. Just need to make sure the body and the nervous system and all that is, if that's what it is, it's just strong and I'm fully recovered, because I can't be going into the sub 19 journey again unless I'm fully ready to go. That being said, just going to take it week by week, and I said this from the beginning. It doesn't matter, I know what the plan looks like, and if you watch the last one you'll see what the plan sort of looks like, but I'm just picking the sessions from the plan, which suit and which I can do, keeping the balance. So although I'm putting that kind of pressure on myself, thinking, oh, I've missed 2 weeks and should I resume the plan or start the plan again, doesn't really matter. Just got to keep doing try and keep running if it if the body allows and the health allows, and then just keep picking up the sessions once a week or a couple of times a week if I'm feeling up to it. So, and hopefully in 10 weeks time I'll still be a bit quicker than I was when I started. And I think what I've learned the last few months with Ariane Wayne going into nursery is when you're fighting all these diseases and illnesses and viruses and all that, that your body is run down and it's much more susceptible to catching other things and to developing more problems. So yeah, it's just really important to look after yourself really, and don't just take each illness and virus as it's in its own right, because that can lead to other things if you're not fully recovered. And I think I was fully recovered. I'm not saying I wasn't, but because I've had so many in the course of like 3 months, it's just difficult. So yeah, that's a wrap for that week 3. Just gonna see how it goes this week. It's Tuesday. I'm feeling like I'm getting back to myself each round of meds I take, antibiotics and paracetamol and all the rest of it. Once I know I'm back, and like last time I knew when I was back to myself, I'll get out and start the running and do a bit of cycling on Zwift again. I'll probably do the riding on Zwift before I go back to the running, just because it's so much more controllable in terms of your body and how you're feeling, because running's just brutal. It takes it out, yeah. So yeah, see how that goes, but rest assured the series will continue. I just need to be right to get back on it. The good thing is, another positive, so that's 2 positives I can take from it, is there's a 5k race for victory, timed official race in Cardiff. It's a real good one. Sunday night in April, towards the end of April. Proper good atmosphere, tunes banging, middle of Cardiff. Not sure if I've said that already. Real good field, which doesn't really affect me, but it just means the vibe is better. So that's a real good opportunity to treat that as the goal race. So I might try and tailor things for that to be the end of the plan. So thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed this week with a bit of mixture of adding Zwift in there. And if you did, be sure to let me know so I know to do a bit more of that in the future. And I'll see you next time.